Considering that you honestly seem to really enjoy the single player story in like World at War and stuff like that, it just would seem like I'm not sure that that's exactly what this game has for you. Although it does make me honestly really eager at some point to have you play Call of Duty 4, just because I mean that game is widely considered the best story of any Call of Duty game, and I'd be really curious to see if it actually appealed to you.
Well, it'd be worth trying.
Oh, definitely that. I would have a lot of confidence in that one being a good experience. You might enjoy this game for like the Battle Royale and stuff, or maybe even the multiplayer, actually I've been enjoying the multiplayer a lot too, but yeah.
Have you won yet?
Yep. Just won the round, I think.
You just won a round right now?
I won, yeah, literally as you said that the round is ending. I just need to see what happens now.
You won a Battle Royale round?
No, I was playing the single-player kind of like pseudo-campaign they've got.
Oh.
You go through like a training mode for each of the operators, and then it has you do a quick like bots-only multiplayer round. I wonder if you could actually make a bot-driven Battle Royale version.
PUBG pretty much did with their mobile version.
True, but the bots were fucking garbage in that. Which actually made it kind of fun, to be honest.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, like, I have to admit, the fact that you could basically wreck, like, 2/3 of the people in a round because they were kind of mindless bots was kind of fun. Just made you feel cool, but, yeah. Alright, finished with that.
It says the flower dance is tomorrow.
Oh, you're already in the game?
Mm-hmm, I just joined.
Here, I'll hop in. Yeah, the flower dance is a seasonal holiday thing. And it is singularly kind of pointless if you don't have a partner.
Oh, so we'd have to go together, I guess.
Actually, I don't think it even lets us go together.
Well, it just doesn't make sense. We're the newly, moving in gay couple, farmers.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we dance if we want to?
Well, this is kind of like not a very obvious point in the whole thing, but it's actually a very regressive society that, has a lot of very kind of puritanical morals that frankly don't allow for the free expression of almost anything.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like this town is like the town in Hot Fuzz.
Oh god, yeah. The greater good. That is an amazingly good movie.
Quick question. What do we do to get chickens now that we have a chicken house?
Head straight south from where we live, at the map just south of us. There's a barn down there, and I think her woman's name is Marnie, that sells animals. We have to buy them as chicks. So it takes like a week for them to grow to the point where they can actually be useful for anything.
We need to get a freaking silo, too.
I can go handle the silo once I get in, if you can handle buying chicks.
I do like
And we don't need a silo right away. We can buy hay to feed them. And honestly, if we just let them out during the spring and summer, they'll just eat grass, and that'll be fine.
Oh. Are you who I talked to? Hello? Who are you? Where are you going? Marnie.
That her?
I don't know. She's walking out. She's not behind the counter.
Oh, well, you may have missed her.
Do you not want my business?
Listen, she doesn't serve gay people, apparently. Yeah. I'm really against it myself.
It's locked. Only Lee's friends can enter it. Okay, it's out. Damn it. Yeah, she's going to town for something.
It's probably the flower festival, honestly. We may be screwed today.
No, I think he said it was tomorrow.
Oh, in that case, fuck her then. I'll go see if I can build us a silo. I think silos are pretty cheap. We have a lot of money, too. No, Robin's not in. Apparently today is just fuck us day.
A lot of our seeds aren't growing. I think the season's coming to an end and everything's kind of dying.
Not quite yet, but it's getting close, certainly.
still haven't gotten to harvest these damn beans yet.
Yeah, I think I timed that right. When we still have, like, what, 5 days?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got 5 days until the season ends.
Reach level 40 in the mines. I can do that right now if I just go to them.
What?
I'm looking at the little journal thingies.
Ah.
Apparently I haven't went down. You did get to level 50, didn't you? Something like that?
Yep.
Should I just be able to travel straight to it, or...?
Any of the thing that I've gotten to. I'm not sure if I've gotten that far down yet. By the way, I'm putting a lot of singular items in one of these bins just because I'm going to be delivering them to Gunter once we actually have the ability to.
Okay.
For now, I'm going to fish, probably.
That's all we do.
Also, actually, one thing to consider is we could spend 7,000 what we have to buy a new fishing rod, as he might sell the best one at this point.
I'd say I've already got the upgraded one, but I don't know if it's...
The
is compared to the other one. I got the fiberglass one.
Yeah, but I was thinking, since you've been doing more of the fishing, was if you want to buy the new one, because that's the best rod in the game, I think by a long shot, I can take the fiberglass one at that point.
Okay. What level was that on, by the way, that sword?
20, I think.
Oh, there it is. Is it a huge upgrade, or not really?
It should be a substantial upgrade over your rusty sword. It's not. It honestly is not a great sword in general, but it'll be. It's should make you much more capable of killing things on the early levels.
Tundra boots.
Yeah, just check every 10 levels. Oh shit, it's a lot of iron. Did I tell you that Borderlands 2 is getting VR?
No, you didn't. I'm surprised, too, because that game is old.
Yeah, I'm kind of assuming this is a case where they're like, well, we want to make a really easy conversion to make a bit of quick money, and we need one that isn't too graphically intense. I mean, it seems like that would make sense.
That game might be nauseating in VR.
Yeah, I think the only problem I'd have is the movement. Like, I don't see how that's going to work well.
You float a lot in that game when you jump.
Yeah, I suppose so. Actually, also, thinking of VR games, I ended up getting Thumper recently, which has been pretty neat.
Oh yeah, I remember talking to you about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's actually... Like, I mean, technically it's a VR game, but I'm not sure it was built for VR. It works very well, but it's not as if the game needs VR to any degree.
Okay, what to do? It's 4:30 already. Not much time to do anything.
You don't have to do something. I'm going to see if I can get down to level 50. Well, 55 I'm right at, so I can get down there.
Oh, in the mine?
Yep.
Do you want me to buy this fishing rod?
The $7,000 one? Yeah, I think that actually would be a decent idea. Just leave your other one back at the camp and I'll pick it up. But if you're going to keep fishing, we absolutely want at least one of those.
If I can get down there before he closes. Not sure what...
You may not be able to, but worth a try.
I will take this clam. And I will attempt to take this mussel. There we go.
Oh, by the way, weird side question here, but how much experience do you have like playing like old NES or SNES games? I mean, did you ever like? This may just be a matter of me not having like timing right, but
my uncle had like 4 NESs and an SNES, and every time I would go over to his house, I would play whatever I could get my hands on. So I played all the first original Mario, Mario 2, Super Mario World 3, or whatever.
Yeah.
I've played, obviously, the first Legend of Zelda one, the gold cartridge version that he had.
Nice.
RBI Baseball. That game was so fun. Oh, we actually
Yeah, that was a
Let's
really
Play
good one.
that on YouTube. And that's about it. I mean, I think I played... I never actually have played the original Mario Kart game on the SNES. I didn't like the way it looked. It looks kind of like... They tried their best for 3D, but it's still kind of disorienting.
Yeah. It's actually surprisingly similar in some of its techniques, if not the technology, to the N64 version. Main thing being that like the players are two-dimensional sprites. The world is technically 3D in the SNES one, but reason I was asking is for the Nintendo Switch, they put out a thing recently where they made like a lot of old NES games available, so you could play them as long as you have like an online subscription.
Yeah.
And they put out a special version of Legend of Zelda. I mean, like, I love the original Legend of Zelda. It's a great game, but what I found funny is the special edition, I thought it was like, oh, hey, upgraded graphics or something. But no, it's the exact same game, but you just start with all the items. And, like, a ton of rubies. And I'm trying to figure out exactly who this is for. Because it just seems like the entire point of Zelda was that slow build of power as you, find all this shit and, get better.
Yeah.
Not to mention the fact, like, starting out with, like, white armor and shit like that just seems like it's gonna make exploring kind of pointless. Or not nearly as, like, weird.
No, you're right. That is a little strange. I don't know why they would do that.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's, like, one of the main reasons I really liked Breath of the Wild.
Whoa,
And still think it's one of the best Zelda games they've ever made, is just the fact that, I mean... It's one of the few games I've played of any type that honestly doesn't seem to give a shit if you're ready for what's going to happen or not. It's like, oh look, you went to this area. You're absolutely too low level or not well equipped or something, but go ahead. Let's see what happens.
Quick question.
Yeah?
Why is there like a spotlight kind of on me and then like flying away?
Oh, that's probably a lightning bug.
Oh, I didn't see
firefly,
anything.
maybe?
I see nothing.
Where are you?
Over here cutting down trees next to the house. I thought there was like a UFO or something like shining a beam on me and I was like freaking out.
I don't know exactly where you're chopping, though.
It's to the left of the house by that old little rundown house.
Oh. I don't see anything over here by you.
Up here. You see this? Like this round circle of light?
I don't see anything. I wouldn't be surprised if the game doesn't track that locally, or I should say only tracks that locally.
That was
Our mushroom still hasn't come back yet. Well, as it should. Also, this is one of the few, like, sync errors the game still has, but when I walk by our cat, the cat still appears to be awake and walking around to me, despite the fact that it's putting out little Z's.
Oh. Our cat is so amazing he can sleepwalk.
Yep, now I'm hiccuping.
Alright, bedtime. Oh wait, here. I'm going to give you this, because I'm going to go buy the other one. In this silver chest here, I'll put the fiberglass rod.
Oh, thank you.
And sleepy times. Go to the festival thingy tomorrow. Flowers and whatnot.
Sounds good to me.
I didn't actually catch any fish today, so we might not make any money. Or make much anyways.
Yeah, maybe not, but we can survive a little while without money.
I can make a tapper now. Isn't that what I needed to get sap out of a tree?
Yep, that's exactly what you needed.
What did we need sap for? I forget. We were going to make something.
There are a few different recipes that require it.
Yeah, but there was something we really wanted to make. It was...
Mayonnaise machine? Something? No.
Oh, it was a honeybee thingy.
Hey, the cauliflower and the beans are done. Oh, actually, you harvest the beans. I want to make sure you get the farming experience.
I got
But let me go drop the beans off in the white chest up here, and I'll bring them with me.
3 green bean. Okay.
Alright, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna go drop some stuff off.
40 wood and
I'll
2
drop off
copper.
the skeletal tails here. You don't need those, but... Wait, did you buy the fishing rod? Oh.
No, he was closed before I could,
That's right.
like a jerk. Okay, so for this tapper, do I have to put it on a tree? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it, I've cut all the trees down.
Didn't you listen to the goddamn Lorax?
No. Okay, don't cut this. Don't cut this tree here down, please. And I bet it's a slow process getting that sap too, but whatever.
Yeah, it's like a week per drop.
Ish.
I mean, once you get the tap on there, though, it's not like you have to make any more of them. It just does its job endlessly at that point.
Go faster, tree.
If you shake the tree, it goes a little faster.
Does it actually, or you just say?
No, not really. I love that you're starting to pick up on this now. At least I think I've become so
gullible
predictable.
Child I used to be.
No, I think it's more just a matter of I've lied so much. Hey, you got some speed grow. And we finished one of the bundles again. So now more bundles have opened up.
Bundle,
The
bundle.
furnace room. Yep, the furnace room is opened up.
What happens if you complete all of them?
I don't know, but every bundle you complete, you get a reward for it, and every time you complete like an entire tree of bundles, then you get like a large reward. Usually something in the world changes at that point. Like one of them adds a bridge in so you can get to a new area. Probably the biggest one is one that means the bus starts working again. So you can drive out to the desert and, you know, find new stuff in the desert. Stuff like that.
Should we go to the flower festival, or does it matter?
And we may want to, just to sort of do it. I'm not sure if there's really anything we can get out of it at this time, but it might be worth trying.
I'm not even sure where it is.
It's straight south of where we live.
Oh.
It may not be ready yet, though.
Oh, it is. It said it begun earlier.
Alright, well, I'll head over that direction if you want to try it.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's the mayor. He's probably heading there right now.
Most likely.
I get Undertale, or not Undertale, I get Earthbound vibes from this banjo.
Yeah,
music.
it's kind of map design in general.
What are you selling, stranger? Ask Rayru to dance with you.
buy? Ranger. The rare crow might be worth grabbing, if we want to collect all 8 of them. Oh hey, you asked me to dance with you. Aw. Wait, we can do that. Oh shit, I didn't think we could do that.
What do we do, though? Just...
I don't know. I'm honestly not certain. I'm gonna buy the rare crow just in case.
Is it like a scarecrow, only to male?
It's like a scarecrow, but it's rare.
Oh. Goth Boy is not happy to be here. What else do we
There's
do?
actually, I think we can talk to people, but eventually we need to talk to the mayor, and he'll start the dance.
Should we start the dance now? Yes, let's start.
Yeah. So this is not going to dispel any of the rumors that have been going around town. Huh, this is interesting. I really did not know it was possible to actually dance with another person you're playing with. That's actually making a lot of these events a little more interesting sounding.
What the heck are we doing?
Although I don't think we're dancing quite as well. At least I'm not really following these other women over here.
I'm not doing anything myself. I'm glad that it puts you on the women's side for some reason, though. That's funny.
Listen, I've got the hips for it. Although, man, I'm just a little upset at my dance moves, because frankly, it looks like I'm kind of hoedowning here, and I don't think that's really, like, fitting with what's going on.
Dang, what happened to all of our money?
I spent 2,500 in the Scarecrow.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but it just showed that we just lost a bunch more just now for me, and I thought that something had happened. Like that dance cost like $2,000 or something.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, I guess we can...
Wait. I want to try something here. Can we use the same bed? Or can I use your bed? I can use your bed! Wait, can you use it too?
You son of a bitch.
Wait. Alright, hold up. Yes! It does! Okay, how many people does that work for at once, I wonder?
I would guess 4.
Okay, so we're fitting 4 people into a bed like that every night. That's impressive. Okay, so it even wakes us up in the same place. That's actually interesting, because that... Holy shit! Everything grew.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
I will take.
Yeah, be sure to take all of them. I want you to get all the farming experience. What the hell?
Happened? Is that like a flower festival thing? Because we danced
Yeah,
together?
I actually... Well, I'm not sure if it's because we danced together, but I think it might be a flower festival thing. That's kind of cool. Huh. Well, the fact you guys slept together means that all the stuff flowered. It's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor and nothing else.
Okay, that actually seems like trying to say that you can only interpret a metaphor in one way, or like as a face value thing, seems like it's a complete misunderstanding of the idea of a metaphor.
Oh, that'll net us some money.
It's a simile and like nothing else.
Should we try to
I'm glad you laughed
plant
at that
anything
joke.
else,
Makes me
or...
happy. We could theoretically maybe do a quick planting of parsnips, I guess. That we might have enough time for that.
Well, they take 4 days, and there's only 28 days in a season, you said.
I thought it was 3 days.
I thought it was 4.
Well,
Oh, no.
one of us is probably correct. If it's 3, I say we plant a shit ton of them. If I'm not correct, then I say we just leave the farm to rot for a few days.
The only
gonna
people
drop
that
off
would
all this
suffer
stuff
would be
in
the
this.
plants. Man, you're getting that museum filled up fast.
Not even close. There's a shit ton of stuff that goes into the museum. We haven't even, like, gotten halfway.
Where are you getting all that? Just in the cave?
Actually, I just checked through... Yeah, those are a lot of minerals I've been digging up when I've been, mining. Oh, everything's been flowering recently. This, weeds every place.
Okay, I have the rod.
Yeah, I'm
See
about to
how
put the
it looks.
fiberglass one to work. Let's see what happens.
You behind me up there? I think I heard something.
Yep.
I do like the whole, like, kind of, what do you call them? Flower petals.
Yeah. These are like cherry blossom leaves or something.
Cherry blossoms, that's what it is. That's what they've got in Japan, that's always so pretty.
Hmm.
Another place I would like to go sometime, maybe, if I wouldn't be completely helpless as far as the language barrier.
Yeah, I'd like to see it sometime myself. Especially now that I'm kind of out of my like teenage faint weeaboo stage, I think I'd enjoy it a lot more.
I've seen, like, stuff like that where it's like Americans in Japan, like, trying to be that way, and the regular Japanese people are just like, you know, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Mm. But I mean, it'd be kind of like if you imagine like an overweight Japanese tourist dressed up as a cowboy wandering around New York City, like firing cap guns off every place.
See, now I just want to go to Japan and try to be as much like McCree as possible.
Yeah, you probably get some attention.
And I kind of do have that southern drawl. But just,
Yeah, you could pull it off.
Not willingly. It just happened. Come on. I spent $7,000 not to sit here. There we go.
You noticing any difference to that rod?
The catch location is way freaking bigger, that's for sure.
Yeah, it definitely does help.
And I have yet to retract anything trash related on any pool. It's always been a fish.
Nice.
Damn it. There we go. Oh wait, can you have two things on this?
You can.
Oh, because you
that
gotta have a
rod can
bobber.
take. Yeah, the bobbers will wear out, but
I feel like we should probably go back to the river, because, man, every time I'm here, half the time I just catch like little 1 or 2 inch sardines, and I know they can't sell for much. There's no way.
maybe. I don't know really.
That's one thing I've never had, actually, now that I think about it.
Sardines?
Never had sardine. I know some people like get them on pizza, though. I think.
Yeah, I mean, heretics.
Peanut butter and pineapple pizza.
Pineapple pizza, I feel like I can kind of understand on some level.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if it has ham. Maybe.
Well, yeah, it needs like ham or bacon or something. But I mean, like, one of my favorite pizza toppings is like sweet onions. And I feel like that's not quite the same thing, 'cause it's not as juicy, but it still has that like sweet crunch to it that I think really sets off the other flavors.
Yeah.
Actually, like, honestly, my favorite thing I think I've ever had on pizza, which may just be like just because that restaurant did it really well, was sort of a mixture between caramelized and not caramelized sweet onions, but they were sliced really thin and almost carpeted over the damn thing. So it was just a really sweet crunch with like every bite, and it had this like really kind of set of spicy meatball that they had crumbled up on it. Ah, damn, that was good.
Definitely sounds different.
I don't know, I kind of liked it myself. Also, the sauce went really well with it.
Sauce. You ever had a pizza that's got like, yeah, like a cherry? It's like a dessert pizza kind of thing.
Yeah.
We used to have those all the time at the Pizza Hut in our city, and then
At the what?
Pizza Hut.
Oh, yeah.
You have Pizza Huts, right? Surely.
Never even heard of them. Is it a chain or something? I'm picturing like a shack. Actually, funny enough, when I was a kid, we had shit tons of Pizza Huts all over the place where I lived, and a lot of them were like walk-in restaurants. And I actually have some very fond memories of like family dinner there a few nights. Bless you. Especially there was this.
There we go. I'm done.
There's a shopping center near where I lived that was. We had like my martial arts school and stuff happened to be like right near it and stuff, so we went there a lot. And they had a Pizza Hut which was, I mean, possibly better than the average. I'm not really sure really what the average was, but I just remember fondly going there with my family and getting pizza. But they seem to have vanished around the time I was in high school. I don't think there were any in my area of Maine.
No, they're still there. You just grew up.
You just didn't believe in them anymore, Peter.
I wonder what would happen if I was fishing right where that guy came out and stood. Like, do you think he would just...
I think he'll just stand awkwardly behind you until the AI tells him to go someplace else.
Just standing right up behind me, just staring ahead. You're my
Or
spot.
he might step through you and start casting as well, since I noticed if you stand in the way of characters when they're going someplace, they'll stop for a minute, but then after like 10-20 seconds, they'll all of a sudden walk through you and go double speed to get to where they're going.
Yeah, I've seen that happen too. They've gone around me so far, though. Not through me. But maybe that's because I'm the host.
Possibly, yeah.
Come on, 7 o'clock. I want to catch those other fish. I think I've been in this spot too long. I'm taking longer to bite. I don't know if it's a thing or not, but...
I don't believe it is, unless they've added it recently. May need to go get more bait or something. But superstitious behavior does always pay off a little bit.
That's funny, coming from someone whose job is to deal with people who are, you know, totally into all that kind of stuff.
Hmm. That reminds me, actually, I had a fun conversation with my boss on Friday.
Okay.
Sort of a come-to-Jesus moment.
Oh.
As I've been working this guy's assessment for like a month, because he's a remarkably complicated and difficult guy to work with, and actually fairly profoundly dangerous. So the assessment, and his assessment has honestly been really confusing, as the results I've been getting are really outside the norm and not easy to interpret. So I've been trying to kind of pull together, an explanation that fits, while also working with the fact that I've got a lot of other people who seem to think they know, like, on a common sense basis what's wrong with the guy, and I kind of agree with them, but I'm trying to mesh the sort of common sense approach with the fact that I have actual evidence that I need to be able to make, fit with that. And what was kind of funny is when I was talking to my boss about it, I was like, okay, how long have you been working on this? Like, about 28 days, about a month. He's like, yeah, who's going to read this report? And at this moment, I'm like, yeah, no one's going to read this report. Like, yeah, no one is going to read the report once you finish it. This is literally just for us to kind of figure it out. No, like, the prison is not going to be doing, like, serious mass practice behavioral conditioning with this guy. You just need to finish the report, get it out, and then we'll kind of deal with it afterwards. But I mean, like, this guy is so fucking dangerous, you're not going to be able to do anything we want to do with him. You just need to finish. Which is annoying, because I'd like there to actually be more I could do with the guy, or more I can kind of get done, but she's entirely correct. I mean, this is a guy that has sexually assaulted, I don't know how many people, has physically assaulted at least 10 different inmates or other staff members. I mean, he's fucking huge. He's honestly, like, freakishly strong. They're never going to trust him on a unit where he could actually get treatment and things like that. And he himself has repeatedly sabotaged every attempt in the past at it. So I had a really shitty moment of sitting there like, man, I know how to do this kind of thing perfectly, and I feel like ethically I should be trying to kind of do a perfect assessment of this guy and really get a good grasp on him. But fuck, there really is not a good point at this moment. So I had to sit down and just kind of just rush the rest of the report out and just like, fuck it, alright. I'm just going to actually, give the useful information and make clear I know what's going on, but it just doesn't make sense to keep banging my head against the wall in this.
Well, that makes sense to me. More sense, anyways.
Good horse sense. I can decorate your house.
Have we found any gold yet?
No, gold is at level 80 and below.
Well, I found 3 gold ore in a chest when I was fishing, so there's 3.
Oh, nice.
3 gold in there now.
Yep, that'll be useful at some point. Oh shit! Let me get this in the furnace. I'll go to bed.
I'm gonna get a lot of fishing money tomorrow, or tonight, or whatever you want to call it.
By the way, I found a bone flute.
What's that do?
I don't know. It's just an artifact to eventually give to Gunter.
Oh.
Hey, level 6 fishing! Yeah, not bad for fish. And not bad for foraging either, damn. You must have dropped off a ton as well.
That garden was today, wasn't it?
What?
The garden from the flower thingy.
Oh yeah, I'm betting half of what we got there was the spring seeds we planted. Oh, we never did actually check to see if we get more parsnips.
Well, probably definitely too late now.
Yeah, it's definitely too late at this point, but whatever.
Were you ever going to go see that lady about getting a silo?
Oh yes, I can go do that today.
I'm gonna go try to find this lady down here so we can...
Yeah, buying chickens is probably more important than buying the silo.
She's not open till 9. Is it any good to fish down here in this like kind of big pond, you think?
Probably worth trying. That is to say, I'm not actually certain.
I'll try. We'll see what happens.
Alright, I have a few things drop off at Gunter's, and I can go ask about the silo. I can also check to see if our mushrooms are ready. Our mushrooms are ready. I feel kind of bad about this. I've got a friend on, who I actually met through F-List. Well, I mean, I say friend, more acquaintance, I guess. But they do fairly decent 3D art. But the problem I've had is that, like, about 3/4 of their art is authentically just very solidly good. Like, well done, high quality, they've got some serious talent at it. But about 1/4 of it just isn't. And I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but it's just like every now and then, maybe it's just not to my taste, there's just some weird element to it, but I don't really want to be an asshole about it, but I also don't really have a way. I had to like use fairly generic or kind of vague praise whenever they, you know, show me one of those pictures.
Yeah.
Especially as they always want to know, like, oh, what did you like about it? What was the good thing? And generally, it's not hard to tell them.
They never ask for the bad thing, though?
No, I'm not sure they're really interested in hearing, you know, like what they did wrong. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of artists really enjoy having just sort of, not even if it's not like, if they're not asking for critique, I assume they're just asking for praise.
Right.
Which I don't really have any problem with, but,
I can buy chickens.
Oh, god damn, that's a lot of cabin. Okay, so constructing a farm building. Silo. Oh, I need clay. Shit. And copper bars. The silo is cheap as hell, but I'll need copper and clay.
Should I buy some hay just ahead of time to have some?
You can't really... We don't need it this time of year.
What are the
unless it rains.
Chickens eat, then?
The grass.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to take 3... I mean, we can't store the hay anyway for a few days in the silo. It's like an auto-feed system eventually. But,
Name
yeah,
your
just
animal.
Yep. I demand you give them very good names.
Okay. I can do that.
I trust you. Implicitly.
How many should I buy?
As many as it will let you shove in there, which should be about 4 of them. Silo only costs 100 gold. And if you end up naming them after your F-list character, well, I said that would be more funny than anything else, but...
Nah, I'm getting more creative.
Okay. So, McNugget, things like that?
Ruin my joke.
Okay, silo is being constructed. We'll need more clay soon.
Okay, yeah, 4 chickens, max.
Alright. So, McNugget, General Tso's, fried rice. What else you got?
You see, you're being a smartass because you're being funny. But I already thought of that joke and did it, so now you ruined it. Because I named him stuff like that. And
well,
I thought you were going to be like, oh, that's funny, but you jumped the gun.
No, I'm pleased. That means that you, like, the things I found funny are clearly things you found funny. It's not listen, I can think of no higher praise than to say that you thought of the same joke as me.
Yeah, that's weird praise.
Well, I mean, come on, I'm great. Why wouldn't that be high praise? Oh, I have a giant teddy bear now. Oh, if you get a chance, stop by Gunter's and pick up all your decorations.
Oh, do I gotta pick them up too?
Well, yeah, we each get some of the stuff.
No, I thought it was
You
just
don't
a
have to.
general reward that we got. Alright, Gunther. Or Gunter.
Actually, I need to go empty my backpack again.
A flute block, ancient seeds recipe, a standing geode, cauliflower, melon. Oh, we have... did you get 9 melon seeds too?
I did a while ago.
So we should be able to have at least 18 melons on the first day of summer then. Going. Awesome.
Microphone muted. Microphone activated.
Ugh. Do. Hello, Alex. And your spiked hair. Oh, you're Sam. Okay, never mind. You also look like a douchebag.
Judge him not by his hair.
He's got his frosted tips like Guy Fieri, whatever his name is.
It's something like that.
I love Rain's name. Rain has the best name of anybody I've ever known in my life. It's so goddamn Italian.
How do you mean?
Because he told me, he's like, in my family, he's like, mostly Italian. I'm like, and he's just like, I didn't even ask him for his name. His name is like Tony Minetti. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's pretty Italian.
That's pretty Italian. Hey, Tony. Go fuck up those Minetti brothers. I don't know.
What's your name? Cannoli. Oh, damn.
Oops. Sorry, Scarecrow. Or Rare Crow, I should say.
So did you get your giant teddy bear?
I did. But the
I
fact
also
that
got a
our
bunch of paintings in my room.
garden wasn't perfectly square is bugging me. Or perfectly rectangular, so I'm doing this.
Ooh, actually, and we can put the, whatchamacallits, the scarecrows at different angles. Alright, so I got nugget, I approve. Salad, good. Tender, excellent. Pot pie, I like that. Pot pie, I wasn't certain I'd like pot pie at first, but I like that.
Uh-huh.
Also, we need to be able to like, this is even more serious in some ways than the cat. We need to pet these fuckers every day.
I pet them already.
Good.
Can you
But,
rotate the furniture?
What?
Can you rotate the furniture? No.
I don't know.
Is my
actually.
TV always going to be facing this way?
I think it's always going to be facing this way.
Not acceptable. Hey, this is my house.
What? Listen, I'm just trying to be helpful.
Nah, you've been real
I'm going to
helpful
keep
with
sneaking chicken statues into your house whenever you're not looking.
Did you move my chimney? How the hell?
My what?
You moved the chimney.
Can you?
I saw you do it. That's the only reason I knew it. Okay. Giant teddy bear for some reason. I guess. Photo on the wall. Why not? A flute block. Why'd you put yours in my room?
But what?
Your flute block.
Well, I mean,
Just to annoy me,
I got
wasn't
no
it?
legitimate reason. I just thought it would be funny.
You didn't think I would see it. But I did. Oh god, those fucking flute blocks are gonna get annoying fast.
You can take them out.
Let's see. We have all kinds of seeds. Perfect.
Drowning seed here.
Did you ever plant your ancient seeds?
I have not.
Because I got
I made-
one of those too, and I didn't know what to do with them really.
I've made 2 more forges, by the way, if you can't tell.
I see that.
Eventually, like, gold takes almost a half day to forge, so having 4 of them really pays off at that point.
So, she's building the silo then, I guess? That's what this is?
Yep. Should start tomorrow. Be done in 3 days or so.
Okay. No point in checking the sap bucket, I guess, huh?
Probably not this early. By the way, you actually could plant some specific trees if you wanted to tap them up here, where they're in view.
Oh, yeah. If I just had, like,
We have tree seeds.
Just plant an acorn.
Yep.
Actually, no, I guess a maple would be a better one for sap.
You eventually want sap from all 3, but yeah.
See if they'd go right up here. Maybe it'll... There. That copper gets done fast.
Yeah. I just burned through all of our copper ore, just smelting it out. You know, we can also start saving up. I think the last backpack upgrade is only like, what, 10,000?
We won't make much money today either, because we didn't do any fishing. Oh, this tree fell out of a map. I can't get all the other parts of it. Oh well. Does this sap sell for anything? Because we got like almost 400 sap. Probably doesn't sell.
We're gonna want it, I think, later on for certain things.